guys, it's Brittany. Welcome back to the Tarot Garden. It has been so long since I posted a video, so I wanted to come back with something really fun. And that is a pick a card reading. I've gone ahead and shuffled all of these little groups here. There's 4 cards in each deck. So I'm gonna need everybody to focus on the cards here. And I'm going to need you to pick either group 1, group 2, or group 3. And after you've done that, you can go ahead and look at the timestamps I've put in the description box at the bottom of this video. And then you can just jump straight to your group. So here we go with group number 1. Number 1. So I'll just go ahead and give all the cards a little intro before we jump right into how they all kind of interact with each other for the week. So this first card is going to be our theme for the week, and this is from the Fairy Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue. And this card is the Princess of Autumn. So she's in a library there, cute little fairy, and it says, studious, responsible, cheerful, mischievous, happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships, well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. So this card also relates to doesn't relate to. In the Rider-Waite deck, this card would be the Page of Pentacles. So that's what Autumn represents in this deck. Autumn is Pentacles. And let's just leave it at that, because I said I was going to give all the cards an intro and tell you how they interact together. So that's that card. Our theme for the week. And then these are our 2 clarifying cards that go with this theme. So card number 1 is the Devil. And these cards are from the Rider-Waite deck, of course. This is the traditional deck. And then we have the 7 of Pentacles for your second clarifying card. And the last card, these are chakra cards from the Self-Love Oracle by Akal Pedam. I believe that's how you say her name. I might have just slaughtered it. But this card says Soul Lesson Truth, and this is associated with your throat chakra. So, okay, right away I'm picking up on some material energy here. As I mentioned before, this card would relate to the Page of Pentacles in the Rider-Waite deck, which is our traditional deck here. And then this is the 7 of Pentacles. So Pentacles have to do with financial and physical matters. So, you may kind of have money on the mind, thinking of things like that. Something else that popped into my head when I saw this is maybe trying to implement a new budget or a new weight loss plan. The 7 of Pentacles has a lot to do with waiting and kind of waiting for some results there. I also see, we also have the Devil, I should say. And when I see this coming into the mix, this is kind of telling me, or giving me vibes of falling back into old habits, negative thinking, and not being very disciplined. So, maybe you have some new plans to implement, a new diet or a new budget, but you've kind of had a hard time staying on top of it or really getting into it. And, maybe you're actually starting to get kind of disappointed in yourself. You're maybe beating yourself up a little bit. It's kind of the vibes I'm getting from these 2 cards here, like you're waiting for something and it's kind of starting to make you sour. But this here, the theme of the week, with the Princess of Autumn on it, it says, studious, responsible, cheerful, mischievous, happy news about your career, promotions, or scholarships, well thought out plans that go perfectly, needing a little push to get going. So if anything, I'd say, maybe you're just kind of worrying for no reason here, and things are going to play out just the way you need to. And I'd say, if anything, some advice would be, this devil here is telling me, maybe you need to be a little bit more disciplined in your plans and just kind of take action, because you have some good ideas and it seems like you know what you want to do. You're just kind of having a hard time getting out of that old habit that you've been stuck in. So, our advice card from the chakra deck, Soul Lesson Truth. I'm going to just go ahead and read what it says out of her book, because she has such beautiful descriptions and advice for each one of her cards here. So, this says, choose your words wisely. Your body is listening. It hears all your thoughts and words. Your words are powerful and they instruct every cell in your physical body. Pay close attention to how you think. Describe and relate to your body. Perhaps your heart and soul know better than your mind about how you should feel about yourself. By choosing your words wisely and by only being self-loving, you can nourish, heal, and renew. With total reverence for your body and an ongoing commitment to proper self-care, you can free yourself from disease and premature aging. With a truthful and elevated self-perception and a willingness to learn and change, you can maintain youthfulness. Well-being involves being able to truly receive pleasure and learn how to properly relax. You are the most you are the most intuitive healer you'll meet, and the one person you will be with the most. So yeah, that card really ties in perfectly with what I was just saying. I'm holding it upside down. Really emphasizing the physical body and our health, and how using discipline of your mind as well is such a powerful step. Disciplining ourselves to say good things and kind things about ourselves, and saying how much good we've done for our body today, and how we love it and we appreciate it, can make such a big difference. And same thing with our finances, making those conscious decisions to think positively instead of thinking negatively about our finances and about our weight can be such a game changer. So I think that's just about all the advice I have for group number 1, or I should say our spiritual guides and leaders have for group number 1. I did want to pick a little, just like a little mantra card here. These little cards just have one word on them. Maybe just something you can kind of come back to or think about throughout this week, and see if it doesn't pop into your head, and just kind of remind you of this video and remind you of discipline, and what you can do to be more disciplined in your own life and create all the wonderful, amazing things that you're going for. So let's see here. Your mantra card is, let's see, divine. Yes, divine. Our bodies are divine. You can't really see it. The writing's too small. It says divine. Yes, you are divine and your body's divine. And I think remembering the divine guidance and the divine being that resides in all of us and resides in you. And you're more than your body, you're more than your finances. And just remember that throughout the week, and I think it'll bring you back to a good place. So, okay, that's all. Thank you so much, group number 1. That was great. Okay, moving on now to my group number 2. I'm just going to go ahead and light some Palo Santo here. I just put it out. Turn it. Well, I have another candle, so it's all good. Just light this Palo Santo here. All systems go. Alrighty, group number 2. So, let's check notes here. Alrighty, so your theme for this week, as I mentioned in the last group, our theme for the week, these cards are from the Doreen Virtue Fairy Tarot deck, and yours is the Prince of Winter. The Prince of Winter would be akin to the Prince of Swords. So winter is swords in this deck. And when I say swords, I'm referring to the suit in our Rider-Waite deck, which is the original deck. Now, our clarifying cards for the week are the King of Swords, or excuse me, the King of Wands. See him there. And Temperance. Okay. And our advice card for the week. These are from the Chakra deck. And, the Chakra Self-Love Oracle by Akal Pridham. Every time I've said her last name in this video, I've said it differently. But it's a really beautiful deck. As I said, it's called the Self-Love Oracle. So this card here is Soul Lesson Trust. And this is bringing focus to our root chakra. So right away, what I'm kind of picking up on is this card here, the Prince of Winter. This, as I was saying in the Rider-Waite deck, is the the Knight of Swords. I'm getting all mixed up with these months and things. Or not months, seasons. Anyways, this would be the Knight of Swords, and the Knight of Swords is kind of known for being too rash, rushing into things, kind of being overconfident, acting without thinking. And then I see this here, the King of Wands, and he looks pretty serious, he looks pretty uptight. This is an intense masculine dude. He's not playing around. So these two cards are giving me intense vibes, intense energy. I'm thinking maybe you could be dealing with maybe like high-strung men, or you could be a high-strung man. Also, though, you could be dealing with a lot of pressures from work or work demands, or having a demanding schedule. Maybe you have multiple children, you're running around trying to do a lot of things, and the energy is getting a little intense. You could be kind of overexerting yourself and maybe getting a little too, might be borderline spinning your wheels a little bit. And then I see Temperance here, and Temperance has to do with alchemizing, changing the way you look at things, changing the way you feel about things. So also, this has to do with patience, enlightenment, coming back into balance with yourself and with your emotions. So, maybe you're in a situation where you don't really have, if you have multiple kids and you're running around, you're doing a million things, obviously, you don't have the option of having to be less busy on a day-to-day basis. There's just things you have to do every day, and every day you have to do those things. So, or maybe, you have a really demanding work schedule. Maybe you're a nurse and you're always working nights. You're trying to do all this stuff and you're starting to get stressed out. However, when we bring in this Temperance card, it's kind of giving me the feeling or the intuition that, maybe you need to change the way you're looking at things and kind of bring more balance into your own auric field and your own energy. Because when you are at peace, all of the hectic things in your life are less stressful. Things become easier. Timing goes better. You feel like you're in the right place at the right time. It's like you don't have to try so hard to make things happen in your own life. Um, and um, that being said, how do we do that? Let's ask our chakra cards. So this is relating to the root chakra. So trust. I'm just going to go ahead and read right from her book here because she does such a fantastic job of relaying her messages just the way she meant them to be. So here we go. Soul lesson. Apply yourself creatively to all aspects of your life. You have a fetid destiny and a creative destiny. You choose which one you experience by the octave of your thoughts, words, and actions. By choosing to become your own best friend, you are in a better position to observe which emotions, habits, and addictions take you away from or towards creative expression. Creative destiny is yours to write, and it's time for you to fully realize this. Trust that you have the support, freedom, and potential to create a fulfilling path based on your true desires. Never attach yourself to any outcome. Rather, be open to the infinite possibilities ahead of you. With complete self reverence, be consistent and dedicated to fostering self trust. Take responsibility for your thoughts, words, and actions. By consistently showing up and doing your best to meet life creatively and enthusiastically, you will see improvement and feel more inspired to apply yourself with more joy. So, yes, trusting, coming back into our own body, coming back into our own auric field, calling our energy back to us. These are all ways that we can come back into ourselves when we feel like we're being pulled in a lot of directions by a lot of different people or we have a lot of demands on us. And this kind of just came into my head. You know, they say you never, I don't even know how to say it without slaughtering it, but something along the lines of like, you'll never have more than you can handle. Like, you'll never be given more than you can deal with. So it's like if you're a person and you have a lot of things going for you and you're really busy, you're lucky. You have a full, rich life. And even if sometimes it doesn't feel that way, if we can just make an effort to see things in a different light and be grateful for all of those activities and people and things in our life, then we'll have so much more happiness. So that's I think all the advice I have for you, group number 2. That one was kind of deep, but I am going to pull a little mantra card for you guys as well. See if, you can't kind of come back to this word. These cards just have one little word on them. And, maybe just think about this word throughout the week and see if it doesn't help you come back into yourself and balance your own energy. So your word is courage. Yes, my fire group. Root chakra, courage, King of Wands. Yeah, so much fire energy, so much warmth, happiness, ambition, and passion. But the word is courage. So keep your courage up. Have faith, have trust. Know that everything is working out for you, and all the people, places, and things are meant to be there. So enjoy them. All right, that's all I have for you, group number 2. Thank you so much. And before we get started with group number 3, I'm going to go ahead and just Palo Santo my area here. Make sure everything's nice. Oh, well, I'm actually going to sage this time. Last time I did Palo Santo. It's fine. Either way. It's all right. I just want to make sure that our energy is nice and cleansed, because we don't want group number 2 to be group number 3's reading, right? Group number 3 is group number 3. However, if you feel inspired to watch, this whole video or multiple groups, amen. That's good for you. Totally your inner guidance and intuition telling you that there's more messages for you here. So, group number 3. Let me just get a sip of water, sorry. Okay, you guys, your group was, this is the only group I pulled an extra card for clarification, because the messages weren't quite clear, which tells me, maybe you're not quite Maybe you're in kind of a weird, murky situation. There's not a clear answer to what you should do. So that being said, our first card here is going to give us the theme for the week. What's the underlying energy? And this card is from the Fairy Tarot deck by Doreen Virtue. And this card is the two of summer. So two of summer would be the Two of Cups in our Rider-Waite deck, which is our traditional deck. So this card says, falling in love or making a serious commitment to someone, forgiveness and the resolution of a problem. Don't give up, your relationship can be healed. Then our clarifying cards. Okay, so this is why it's unclear. Okay, so here I'm thinking, oh, relationships, whatever. Okay, then we have the Page of Wands. So, you know, maybe now that I'm saying this, Page of Wands, you know, the pages have to do with newness, new offers. Maybe a Page of Wands just kind of wandered into your life, whether it's a male or a female, you know, a charming single person. But then I see this, the 10 of Wands. So, you know, is this person trying too hard? Do they make you try too hard? These are two very different energies, and they're a tad imbalanced. And then we have the Two of Cups. So this is all about offers, business, true love, soul commitment, soul connections. So, you know, what's going on here? Why do you feel like, you know, maybe you're not good enough for this person, or is this person kind of unattainable, out of your reach? This is the only pile that really had strong resignation with a relationship vibe. This was my relationship pile. And what confirmed that for me was I pulled this. This is why I needed a clarifier, because I was like, these are two really different energies. And this is our balancing card. If you can see it, he's literally holding a scale there in his hand. He's holding a scale. This is the Six of Pentacles. And this card has to do with bringing energies and the flow of energies into balance. What I mean is between people. Give and take. This is the give and take card. So, you know, maybe it could be a job too, like something else that kind of stuck out, or that popped into my head as I was taking my notes for this group was like more trouble than it's worth. Like, maybe it's like a job offer you got and you just have to drive really, really far. Like, is the juice worth the squeeze? Is the pay and the time worth all the effort you'll be exerting to go there? Or maybe it's a long distance relationship, you know, is this something like you're getting really serious about, but like you've never even met the person? Or maybe it's, you thought something was really serious going on, but then the person, you know, kind of ghosted you or kind of made you feel like it was less than it was. So, you know, it was a weird mix I was kind of picking up for this group. So I'm sorry that's not more clear, but I hope it resonates with whoever chose this group. The advice I have for you guys is, so these are our chakra cards from the Self-Love Oracle. And this card says astrology. So, I'm going to just go ahead and read what she says in her little booklet here, because she does such a great job. So, this is our advice, you know, this is the the solution to our relationship or job quandary I'm feeling here. Or any kind of quandary, you know, who knows? Maybe it's relating to something totally different, and, you know, that's fine. Whatever is popping into your head or resonating with you is what you're supposed to hear. So, okay, here we go. Your birth longitude and latitude reveals much about the areas of human life that you are destined to experience. Your birth mandala is completely unique because it is based on the date, time, and place of your birth. Your birth aligns you with your earth bloodline, a place with significant connection to the land and potential connections with others, so that you can fulfill your dharma. If you have been led to believe that you were simply to be known by the zodiac sun sign you were born under, you have not viewed your whole self nor taken advantage of knowing when planets transit and your chart. Knowing when planets transit your chart and what this means. All wars in modern and ancient times were started by using astrology to form strategy. Any powerful person understands the play of all universal influences and uses this information to their advantage. If you are prepared to seek knowledge, you will discover the true order of the world and the depth of knowledge that exists and is used to control those who are unaware. Working with an Aquarian approach to astrology, gathering information about the astrological weather and the planetary transits pertaining to you can be better prepared to capture opportunities for your creative destiny. Every planet and astrological sign plays an influential role throughout your life. Your north node of the moon will tell you much about your soul's path. Your ascending sign will reveal how you show up in the world, how you are perceived, and how you appear to be. The position of the planets relative to each other in your chart will affect many other aspects of your life too. Planets can be opposing one another, complementary and harmonious. If you study them in depth, you will learn much about yourself. And you will be able to fine-tune your life and focus on having the experiences you want, as well as seeing and resolving soul lessons quickly. So, that was a mouthful, but what was ringing through my head the whole time was, you know, maybe you seriously should look into astrology if you never have. Maybe you should, or if you have looked into it, maybe you should start diving into it in a deeper level and, you know, maybe even looking into this other person's astrology, or like it was saying, seeing how the transits and how different planets are aligning, it can actually affect, you know, shoot, is this a good time to get a job or is it not? That sounds kind of silly, but she had a point there, how she was saying, you know, every strategic plan in ancient and modern times, they look at the stars, they look at the planets, things are meant to be, and sometimes they're meant to be and sometimes they're not. So I'm sorry that this last group was a little more unclear. It wasn't quite as straightforward as the others. However, as I said in the beginning, you know, maybe it's just kind of a time where you need to do some of your own soul searching and, you know, just kind of let the stars align how they're supposed to. So, yeah, thank you, group number 3. I think that's all I have for you guys, but I am going to pull a little mantra card for you here, just so you can kind of focus on this throughout the week, come back to it, and see if it can't help you, you know, remember anything that stuck out to you in this video that, you know, maybe struck a chord with you. And let's see, it is grace. Grace. So, you know, maybe you need to give this person a little bit of grace. Maybe you need to give yourself a little bit of grace. Maybe you need to just trust the grace all around you and know that you're worth it. As I'm kind of ending this video, I'm coming back to this 10 of Wands here, and you know, don't overwork, don't beat yourself up, don't take life too seriously, have fun and learn about astrology. That's my advice for you, group number 3. So all right, you guys, thank you so much. If you watched this whole video, you're awesome. If you watched your group, you're awesome. If you liked it, please hit the notification bell and subscribe to this channel. It helps it grow. and it'll help get this little channel out into the ethers of YouTube. So thank you so much, and I will see you guys next time. Have a good day. Bye.